Your Facebook ads are getting clicks. So why is nobody buying? This is one of the most frustrating situations in digital marketing. Because at first glance, the campaign doesn't even look broken. Traffic is coming in, people are engaging, click-through rates may even look healthy. But then you check the actual business results, and conversions are barely happening. No purchases, no serious leads, no real growth, and suddenly, the numbers that looked exciting stop meaning anything at all. Now the pressure starts building quickly because the client starts asking questions. If people are clicking, why aren't they converting? Where are we losing customers? Are we paying for the wrong traffic? And honestly, this is where many marketers start fixing the wrong problem entirely. They blame the creatives, blame the targeting, blame the budget. So they start changing everything aggressively, hoping conversions suddenly improve. But many times, the real issue is happening much deeper in the customer journey. And if that hidden problem is not identified correctly, marketers can waste huge amounts of money optimizing the wrong thing for weeks. If you've ever experienced campaigns getting traffic but failing to generate real results, you're definitely not alone. Because this problem happens far more often than most marketers realize. And in this video, we're going to break down why Facebook ads stop converting, what hidden issues silently kill performance, and how experienced marketers identify where the real breakdown is actually happening. Because once you understand this properly, you stop chasing vanity metrics and start focusing on what actually creates conversions and business growth. One of the biggest mistakes marketers make with Facebook ads is assuming clicks automatically mean strong buying intent. And honestly, this misunderstanding quietly destroys many campaigns. Because Facebook is extremely good at generating attention. People click emotionally. People get curious. People engage quickly. But attention alone does not guarantee real intent to buy. And this is where many campaigns start failing silently. At first, the traffic looks exciting. Click-through rates increase. Website visits grow. And emotionally, it feels like momentum is building. But then something confusing starts happening. The traffic arrives, but conversions stay weak. Now, many marketers panic and immediately blame the website or the offer. But sometimes, the real issue started before the click even happened. Because not all traffic has the same level of intent. Some people click casually. Some click emotionally. Some click without serious buying interest at all. And Facebook's algorithm naturally prioritizes the users most likely to click, not always the users most likely to convert. This becomes even more dangerous when campaigns optimize heavily for cheap traffic. Because over time, Facebook may start finding people who click easily, but rarely take meaningful action afterward. Now the campaign starts looking successful on the surface, while actual business performance quietly weakens underneath. This is why experienced marketers analyze much deeper than clicks alone. They study conversion behavior, lead quality, buying intent, because traffic without intent creates false confidence very quickly. And honestly, many Facebook campaigns don't fail because traffic is low. They fail because the wrong type of traffic keeps entering the funnel. Another major reason Facebook ads stop converting has nothing to do with the ads themselves. And honestly, many marketers realize this far too late. Because sometimes, the real problem starts after the click. At first, the ads perform normally. People engage, traffic keeps coming in, and emotionally, marketers assume the campaign is healthy. But then visitors reach the website, and something starts breaking down. The page loads slowly. The offer feels unclear. The messaging no longer matches the ad properly. And suddenly, the excitement that created the click disappears completely. Now visitors hesitate. Attention drops. Trust weakens. And quietly, conversions begin collapsing. This becomes even more dangerous when marketers continue optimizing the ads aggressively, without realizing the landing page experience itself is damaging performance. Because Facebook can generate attention extremely well. But if the experience after the click feels confusing, traffic alone cannot save the campaign. This is why experienced marketers analyze the full customer journey, not just the ad performance itself. They ask important questions. Does the landing page feel trustworthy? Does the message match the ad clearly? Is the offer easy to understand quickly? Because conversion problems often happen in the transition between curiosity and trust. And honestly, many Facebook campaigns don't fail because people refuse to click. They fail because the experience after the click destroys buying confidence. Another reason Facebook ads stop converting is a mismatch between the ad creative and the actual offer people receive afterward. And honestly, this problem is much more common than most marketers realize. At first, the ad performs well. The hook grabs attention. People click emotionally, and the campaign starts generating traffic quickly. But then visitors arrive expecting one thing and experience something completely different. Maybe the ad feels exciting, but the landing page feels generic. Maybe the creative promises simplicity, but the offer suddenly feels complicated. Or maybe the ad attracts curiosity, without attracting real buying intent at all. Now something dangerous starts happening. The customer journey loses consistency. And when expectations break, trust starts weakening immediately. This is why many campaigns generate clicks but struggle to generate conversions. Because emotionally, people clicked for one reason, but stayed for a completely different experience. This becomes even worse when marketers optimize heavily for attention only, because attention is easier to generate than trust. And Facebook rewards engagement very aggressively. So over time, campaigns can accidentally attract curiosity instead of serious buyers. This is why experienced marketers focus heavily on message consistency. The ad, the landing page, the offer, everything needs to feel connected psychologically. Because conversions usually happen when expectation and experience feel aligned. And honestly, many Facebook ads don't fail because the creatives are weak. They fail because the promise emotionally breaks after the click happens. One of the most dangerous mistakes in Facebook advertising is optimizing too aggressively for cheap leads. And honestly, this is where many campaigns quietly become misleading. At first, the numbers look exciting. Cost per lead drops. More leads start coming in. And emotionally, it feels like the campaign is improving because lower costs create the feeling of better efficiency. But then something confusing starts happening. The leads arrive, but very few people actually convert into paying customers. Now sales teams become frustrated. Clients become confused. And slowly, the business results stop matching the campaign numbers completely. This happens because Facebook's algorithm naturally optimizes toward the easiest actions first. And many times, the easiest people to convert into leads are not the best people to convert into buyers. So over time, the campaign may start attracting low-intent users, people who click casually, people who sign up emotionally, people who were never serious buyers in the first place. Now the campaign starts looking successful on paper, while actual revenue quietly weakens underneath. This becomes even more dangerous when marketers focus only on cost per lead metrics, because cheaper numbers can create false confidence very quickly. This is why experienced marketers analyze much deeper than lead volume alone. They study lead quality, sales conversion rates, buyer intent, because sometimes paying more for stronger leads creates far better business results overall. And honestly, many Facebook campaigns don't fail because lead generation stops working. They fail because the campaign slowly optimizes for cheap actions instead of valuable customers. Sometimes Facebook ads stop converting, not because traffic disappears, but because the quality of traffic slowly starts changing. And honestly, this is one of the hardest problems for marketers to notice early. Because at first, the campaign may still look active. Clicks continue, traffic still arrives. The dashboard does not look completely broken, but underneath the surface, something important starts shifting. The people entering the funnel no longer behave the same way. Engagement feels weaker. Lead quality drops. Conversions become inconsistent. And slowly, the campaign starts attracting colder, lower intent users. This often happens during scaling phases, or after long periods of optimization focused heavily on cheap traffic, because Facebook's algorithm constantly searches for the easiest people to generate actions from. And over time, the system may begin prioritizing easier clicks instead of stronger buyers. Now the campaign still creates movement, but business quality quietly weakens underneath. This becomes especially dangerous when marketers continue trusting surface-level metrics only, because traffic volume can stay stable for a long time, even while actual conversion potential slowly declines. This is why experienced marketers constantly monitor traffic behavior more deeply, not just clicks. They study conversion quality, time on page, lead intent, purchase behavior, because sometimes the campaign is still generating traffic, but no longer generating the right traffic. And honestly, many Facebook campaigns don't suddenly fail overnight. They slowly decay as traffic quality weakens over time. One of the biggest reasons Facebook ads continue failing to convert is that marketers often fix the wrong problem repeatedly. And honestly, this happens far more often than most people realize. Because when conversions drop, pressure creates urgency immediately. The client wants answers. Sales slow down, confidence starts weakening. And emotionally, marketers feel forced to take action fast. So they start changing whatever looks most obvious first. Maybe they blame the creative. Maybe they blame the targeting. Maybe they blame the algorithm itself. And suddenly, the campaign enters a cycle of constant reactions. But many times, the visible problem is not the real problem at all. Low conversions may actually come from weak buyer intent, poor lead quality, broken trust after the click, or mismatched expectations across the funnel. But instead of diagnosing the full journey carefully, marketers keep optimizing symptoms instead of causes. Now something dangerous starts happening. The campaign changes constantly, but the real breakdown never gets solved properly. And over time, confusion starts replacing clarity completely. This is why experienced marketers slow the situation down before making major decisions. They isolate variables carefully. They analyze the full customer journey. They identify where trust, intent, or motivation actually breaks. Because real optimization is not just about changing numbers inside Ads Manager. It's about understanding why people stop converting in the first place. And honestly, many Facebook campaigns don't fail because the solution was impossible. They fail because marketers spend weeks fixing the wrong thing emotionally. One of the most overlooked reasons Facebook ads stop converting is a slow breakdown of trust. And honestly, this usually starts happening long before marketers notice the conversion decline itself, because customers rarely make buying decisions instantly. First, they evaluate credibility emotionally. They study the offer, the messaging, the experience, and slowly, they decide whether the business feels trustworthy enough to continue. Now here's the dangerous part. Many campaigns continue generating traffic even while trust is quietly weakening underneath. People still click, people still browse, but emotionally, hesitation starts increasing. The offer feels less believable. The messaging feels too aggressive. The experience feels inconsistent. And gradually, conversion resistance becomes stronger and stronger. This becomes especially dangerous during aggressive scaling or repetitive campaigns. Because over time, audiences become more skeptical. They've seen similar ads repeatedly. Competitors increase. Attention becomes harder to maintain. And eventually, buyers stop emotionally believing the experience strongly enough to convert confidently. This is why experienced marketers constantly monitor trust signals throughout the customer journey. Not just traffic metrics, they study conversion behavior, engagement quality, customer hesitation, audience response patterns. Because many times, conversion failure is actually trust failure happening underneath. And honestly, Facebook ads rarely stop converting instantly for no reason. Trust usually weakens slowly before conversions collapse visibly afterward. When Facebook ads stop converting, experienced marketers usually analyze the situation very differently from beginners. Because beginners often focus only on visible metrics first: clicks, CTR, cost per lead, and emotionally, they search for fast explanations immediately. But experienced marketers understand something important. Conversion problems rarely happen because of one isolated number alone. Instead, they study how the entire customer journey behaves together. They analyze buyer intent, traffic quality, trust signals, landing page behavior, audience motivation. Because many times, the visible performance problem is only the final symptom of a much deeper issue underneath. Now here's where this becomes powerful. Experienced marketers don't just ask, why are conversions low? They ask much deeper questions. Where does hesitation begin? When does trust weaken? Which audience segments stopped responding first? Because these patterns often reveal the real breakdown much earlier than surface metrics alone. This is also why experienced marketers rarely panic over short-term fluctuations immediately. Instead, they search for consistent behavioral patterns over time. They monitor lead quality trends, conversion consistency, buyer behavior shifts, funnel drop-off patterns. Because understanding behavior creates far stronger optimization decisions than reacting emotionally to temporary numbers. And honestly, this is one of the biggest mindset differences in Facebook advertising. Beginners often optimize campaigns emotionally. Experienced marketers optimize systems strategically. Because real conversion optimization is not just about increasing clicks. It's about understanding why real buyers stop moving forward psychologically. One of the hardest parts about Facebook ads conversion problems is that recovery rarely happens instantly. And honestly, this is where many marketers emotionally sabotage campaigns without realizing it. Because after conversions start dropping, everyone wants fast improvement immediately. Clients become impatient, budgets keep running, pressure keeps increasing. And naturally, marketers start expecting quick recovery after making changes. But real conversion systems usually do not stabilize that fast, because multiple layers are often involved at the same time. Traffic quality, trust, audience behavior, landing page experience. And when these systems weaken together, rebuilding performance becomes gradual, not immediate. Now here's where many marketers make another major mistake. If recovery does not happen quickly, they panic and start changing direction again. New creatives, new offers, new targeting structures. And suddenly, the campaign enters another cycle of instability before the previous adjustments even had time to stabilize properly. This is why experienced marketers manage recovery very differently. They monitor patterns patiently. They analyze whether improvement is building gradually. Because stable recovery often happens step by step, not through emotional overnight fixes. Experienced marketers also understand something very important. Sometimes, recovery progress appears inside behavior before it appears fully inside revenue. Trust improves first. Engagement improves first. Lead quality improves first. And only after that, stronger conversions begin returning consistently. This is why emotional impatience becomes so dangerous during Facebook ads recovery phases. Because many campaigns are abandoned too early before stable optimization has enough time to fully rebuild momentum again. One of the biggest mindset shifts in Facebook advertising is realizing that campaign problems are rarely as simple as they first appear. At the beginning of conversion drops, Most marketers focus only on fixing numbers quickly. And honestly, that reaction feels natural. Because when sales slow down, pressure increases immediately. Clients become anxious. Confidence weakens. Results stop feeling predictable. But over time, experienced marketers begin understanding something much deeper. Campaigns usually fail emotionally before they fail technically. Because once panic takes over, decision making becomes unstable. Marketers start forcing changes too quickly. Clients lose confidence faster. Optimization becomes reactive instead of strategic. And slowly, the entire recovery process becomes harder to manage clearly. This is why experienced marketers behave very differently during conversion problems. Instead of reacting emotionally to every fluctuation, they focus on understanding the full system first. They analyze buyer intent, trust signals, traffic quality, customer behavior, long-term patterns. Because real conversion optimization is not just about generating clicks. It's about understanding why real buyers stop moving forward psychologically. And honestly, this becomes one of the biggest differences between beginner marketers and experienced marketers over time. Beginners often chase fast fixes emotionally. Experienced marketers focus on clarity before aggressive action because stable thinking creates better recovery decisions. And in Facebook advertising, emotional reactions often damage campaigns faster than the original problem itself. Now, if this video helped you understand Facebook ads conversion problems differently, make sure to explore the other videos on the channel as well. We've already started breaking down campaign instability, scaling pressure, meta ads recovery psychology, and deeper digital marketing execution thinking. Because once you understand how these systems connect together, you stop reacting to campaigns emotionally and start managing them much more strategically. Thanks for watching, stay connected, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.